Billy, and this is Outdoor Destinations. Today we are at the Stoneridge Golf Course and Resort in Blanchard, Idaho. I'm pretty excited about this video today because this is what I would call our home course. I've played this course many times, so I wouldn't say I know it like the back of my hand, but I almost know it like the back of my hand. So we're going to start off today, of course, on tee number 1. This hole is kind of unique because they call it the Ridge. And what goes on with this hole, it's a 330-yard par 4 from the white tees. And just up above, about 2/3 down the fairway, is a rock drop-off. It drops off about 20-25 feet, and it's got a rock face on it. They suggest you get about a 220, 240-yard drive or carry to get over to the landing zone. And from there, you can see the green down below you, and it's just an easy chip putt onto the green. With this hole, pretty much main thing is putting. Once you get onto the green is usually they're really fast. We heard there's maybe some trouble with the greens here today. They had a kind of a hard winter, so the grass didn't hold up real well, but we'll kind of see as the day goes on. Yeah, so we're gonna let these people get ahead of us. We got a beautiful day here today. No pressure. There's really no one behind us here. So yeah, we'll let these people get ahead of us today. We'll just kind of see how it goes, and we'll give you a shot of center of fairway. Okay, so here we are about the middle of fairway in number 1. Right back over here are the tee boxes where we came from. Sis had a really good drive. She's center of fairway here. And let me turn around, I'll kind of show you what we're going for. So right over there is what they call the Ridge. You can see those two little rocks sticking up, and just beyond that is about a 20-foot bank. So you want to land here between the 150 mark and those rocks, and that's what they call your landing zone, and you should have a really good either a wedge shot or maybe a 9 over to get to the green. Okay, so hole number 1. This is a good vantage point to show you the Ridge. Maybe it's not 20 feet. Maybe I was exaggerating on that a little bit. But you can kind of see the drop off you got going there. And then the rest of the fairway. And then there's the green right there. So it's pretty spacious green. It's a little deceiving from up here, but it does have some slope to it. It looks like it slopes from the back towards the front. And then, yeah, it's right up against a really pretty lake right there. So coming off the top of the ridge, slicing anything to the right, and you're getting wet. Okay, the green on number 1. No sand traps. There used to be one over there on the right, but everything slopes off to the right. So if you're not on target and hitting the green, your ball hits on the side here on the right-hand side, it's going to roll down the hill and probably end up in that tall grass or next to one of those trees. Or, like I said, a really bad hit's going to get you back into the water. Looking at the greens, they could use a little help. Anyway, we'll see you on number 2. Okay, so here we are on hole number 2 at Stoneridge Golf Course. So this is our first par 3. It's the second hole. Put a par 3 in pretty early, which is good. Gets you some practice swinging. Anything off to the right-hand side is gone. There's a cliff down that way, and you'll just be tromping through the weeds trying to not only find your ball, but you'll find lots of balls down there. It's a pretty popular spot. Also right-hand side, they're down towards the green. We have a big sand trap down there. Again, a pretty popular place to hit your ball. Really spacious green on this one. It's huge. Once we get there, you'll see a better perspective of it. And then on the left-hand side, of course, we got that rock cropping, so you want to watch out for that. This is 153 from the white tees. It's a blue flag, so they have the color system here on this golf course. Red is close, white's in the middle, and blue is more towards the rear of the green. It's just a good indicator right there if you don't have a scope and can't really get your yardage on that flag, kind of let you know where that flag is going to be. Looking at this with the blue flag, I think I am going to try my 8 and see if I can get to the green. Okay, so here's a shot on the hole, or green on hole number 2. So here's the sand trap I was talking about, and yeah, it's nestled right up against that bank. And here's the green. Huge, really spacious, but it does have a lot of drops and waves, especially here on the right-hand side. So today our flag is left-hand rear, and it's kind of tied up next to that corner. Okay, so hole number 3 here is a par 4. It is 376 yards to the green. If you got a slice, you're going to be okay if you just keep it moderate. Everything here rolls from the right-hand side down to the left-hand side. And if you look down the fairway, the left-hand side actually has a lot more room than you can see from the tee box. These trees here, they're still, I'd say about 50 yards off to the left-hand side. You can still play this hole and get to the green. Unfortunately, as the closer you get, there's a couple trees down there that make chipping high a lot of a challenge. One of my favorite drives to do on this, if I could pull it off, is to get right over the aspen there in the middle, right over the top of that. It drops you right down into the middle of the fairway, and you get kind of a speed slot and keep on rolling down. Okay, so here we are in middle fairway of hole number 3. We've got a downhill drop to get to the green. Take a look at it. It's surrounded by bunkers, left-hand side front, and then the hole from the right-hand side all the way towards the back has a sand bunker in it. So precision is key. Red flag there means we are at the holes at the front of the green. So that's where we got to go. And just looking back over here, that's where we came from. So the little elevated knolls there, that's our tee boxes here on hole number 3. Okay, so here we are looking at the green on hole number 3. There's the sand trap, left-hand side towards the front, and over there is the one towards the rear. Looks like it's sloping from, not just from front to back, but from left to right. Okay, hole number 4 here at Stoneridge. So anything over on the right is gone. Actually, first of all, let me start. This is a par 4, 407 yards. This thing plays more like a par 5. It's a ways down there, and it kind of veers off there to the left-hand side of your green. And the green is pretty challenging. We'll show a shot of that when we get up there. So anyway, on your drive here, the left-hand side, you can take a look over here. There's a lot of room still on the left, other side of the cart path before you get into hazards. So if you happen to hit it left, you still have a playable ball. If you hit it right, you're going to go into the street. A lot of times you hit that road, it bounces, it ends up into the woods over there. I got a lot of balls I'm saving over there for later games. Also up on the right, about mid-fairway, there's a sand trap on your right-hand side. So if you have a slice and you end up hitting the fairway, a lot of times it'll kick over and end up into that sand trap. It's pretty big, but it's kind of flat with low sides, so a good fairway club shot, will get you out of there and get you closer to the green. Nice flat straight fairway. Take out your big stick and let it rip on this one. Just aim for the center. Okay, so here's about the middle of fairway here on hole number 4. Right here's that sand trap we were talking about on the right hand side. It's pretty easy to get out of. Fairway wood should get you a pretty decent hit to get back onto the fairway. So it hooks on back over to the left, and there's our green right up there. So we got a lot of sand on the left-hand side. It slopes from back to the front, but it's got some ridges in it. We'll get a better shot of that when we get to the green there. Coming back, yeah, it's a long fairway. Coming back this way, there's our tee boxes right up there, and that's where we came from. Right on top of that hill. So also another thing with this hole here on number 4 is left-hand side on the other side of the cart path. You still got a lot of room to play this hole. Okay, so here's a look at the green on number 4. Greens are getting in better shape as we go down the course. So here's that sand trap we were talking about on the left-hand side. I don't know if you can see the contours, but we've got a little bit of a ridge here on the left, and definitely slopes from the back down to the front. Right-hand side is pretty wide open, so if you can't hit the green and got that slice, you'll be okay here on the right. Okay, so here we are on hole number 5. This is a par 5. It is, check, 484 yards to the white tees. One thing cool about this hole is they have this fish food here, and there's a pond behind us, and they got trout in here about this big. You don't want to make a mistake and think these are peanuts. You know, I had a guy come up to me one time and go, "Man, them are the best tasted peanuts I ever had." Of course, right after that, he jumped in the water and swam away. So anyway, it's a quarter. what we like to do is leave a quarter here for the people behind us. Kind of gives them a chance to feed the fish and does create some space between golfers. So tradition, before we tee off on this hole, we got to feed some fish.
No fish today.
Okay, so hole number 5 here again. We are at the white tees. As you can see from the white tees, you got to carry the water. Also from the blue tees, which are way back there, you got to carry the water for a while. Looking up ahead into our fairway, left-hand side there, we got a sand trap pretty close. If you happen to slice over to the right, there's a lot of room on the right-hand side, so you can still play your ball. I've hit lots of slices over there and still been able to get my fairway wood back into the fairway and actually get a par on this hole. Really long hitters with the slice. You got a sand trap there. Beginning of fairway. I don't know how far it is from here. I wish I could put my laser on it and actually find out. But yeah, if you got a really good drive with that little bit of a slice, you could end up in that sand trap over there too. Good hit. Damn. Middle fairway. So here we are, middle fairway, hole number 5. This is our par 5. Here's the sand trap I was talking about, the right-hand side of the fairway. Looking forward, get a shot of our green up there. So we got a sand trap on the right-hand side. Blue flag means it's towards the middle, and that is a big green. It does fall off there at the front. And we'll show you that when we get up to, get a better shot of that. When we get up to the green. Coming back, I'll show you where we came from. Right down over there on the other side of the lake. Okay, here's a shot of our green here on number 5. So here's that sand trap off to the right. That's me sitting right in it. Man, I just hit the very top and I actually hit the grass. It just bounced the wrong way and rolled down into the sand trap. But looking at the green here, so if you could see it, there's this little ridge right in the middle. That ridge, everything else kind of rolls down to the front of the green. And the back is pretty flat, but there's a lot of, on your approach, if you were to use like a pitching wedge or something to hit the front, you wouldn't get that much of a roll because of the ridge there in the middle. Okay, here we are, hole number 6 at Stoneridge. This is a par 4. It is 356 yards from the white tees to the green. This kind of right-hand side, you got the driving range. So you got a lot of forgiveness in the driving range if you have that right-hand slice, as long as no one's out there driving. I wouldn't suggest going and trying to hit a ball while you have people trying to practice on the driving range. Sometimes you become more of a target. This is uphill most of the way. It's got an elevated green up there. We'll get a shot from middle of fairway, but the left-hand side of this green has a sand bunker on it, and the right-hand side has a really high bank. Again, we'll show you that. And there's also another sand trap left-hand side towards the rear. Just get up the fairway. That's a nice straight shot on this is your best bet. Anything to the left-hand side is going to hit the cart path and end up into the tall grass over here on the left. Right-hand side, you can see we got that border of trees. So if you can get away from the trees a little bit, you can get a pretty good shot if you can get over them. But like most holes, your best bet on this one is just a nice, clean, centered shot. Okay, middle fairway, hole number 6. So we're looking up on the green here. Like I said, it's elevated, so it's a little bit of an uphill. There's our sand trap guy there on the left-hand side, and our flag right there. So red flag means it's towards the front of the green. When we get up there, this one's a challenge because there's a drop-off again from the back towards the front. I'm not sure if it's midway on the green or if it's all the way from the back. So, oops, let me go this way. So anyway, that is where we're going. And right here is where we came from. There's our tee boxes right down there. All right, here we are on the green on hole number 6. So there's a sand trap on the left-hand side. Here is that downhill ridge I was talking about. My chip shot actually didn't make it onto the flat spot, and I rolled all the way back down. Ooh, nice one. Get in there. Almost. Good chip. So yeah, this is my second attempt to get over towards the flag. Pretty spacious green, a lot of room, and there's that high bank towards the right-hand side and in the rear of this. All right, here we are, hole number 7. This is a par 4, 348 yards to the green. This one is a dog leg left, so a driver shot's pretty good if you can keep it on the left-hand side. We'll go ahead and take a look down the fairway. So as you can see down there on the right-hand side, you got a sand bunker. So if you got a really good drive and there's some roll to the fairway, you're probably going to end up in that sand bunker. Any slice to the right is about certain death. You end up in the tall grass there behind those trees, and also just beyond those trees is the station for the driving range. So you want to watch out for those guys. So best bet here is to get up around the 150 marker in the middle of the fairway there, and then you'll be able to see the green and have a really good shot over there to get to the green and get your par on this one. So there's that sand trap I was talking about in the fairway on the right-hand side. Right up over there is the green. That's what we're going for. This one's got a white flag, so it's telling me the flag's towards the middle of the green. Pretty good approach. There are some sand traps there. I think they're on the right-hand side. Left hand side's pretty clear, but a couple of knolls. So we're just about at the 150 marker here. Yes, there it is, and I'll give you a shot of where we came from. Right back there. Yep, right where those people are standing. That's our tee boxes. Anyway, we'll see you on the green. Okay, so here we are on the green, or the approach to the green on number 7. There's a sand trap there off to the right, so the whole back side of this thing rolls off downhill towards the cart path. It's a pretty challenging trick shot to try to get back up onto the green from there. So this has a great shot. She's right on the approach. And there she goes, rolling towards the flag. Good hit, hon. Yeah, she's about 3 feet away from that. Okay, here we are, hole number 8. They call this one Descension. You're definitely on an elevated tee box hitting down towards the green. You can see on the right-hand side there is a really big sand trap, and on the left-hand side is a water hazard. So you got to be pretty accurate with your drive. Got a blue flag on the green. This green is massive. When we get down there, you'll see it. It's really big. They put the pin locations in all sorts of interesting spots every time I come here. Best bet on this one is not to go in the water. It's better to go into the sand. If you hit too far right, you're going to end up in the driving range. So you want to, just keep it under control. Hole in one, this one is pretty difficult unless you can really pinpoint that or just get lucky. Anyway, we'll give you a shot from the green. All right, here we are on the green on number 8. There's that gigantic sand trap that was off to the right. But yeah, just take a look at how massive this green is. It's one of the bigger greens on the course. And there on the left-hand side from the tee box is the lake. So looking back, up all those rocks at the top of the hill, right up there is where our tee box was. We'll see you on number 9. Okay, so here we are in hole number 9. This is a par 5, 481 yards to the green. They call this hole Ascension, because if you look back on the fairway, you're pretty much climbing uphill for a while. Not only do you go uphill, but it starts to dog leg off to the right once you get about mid-fairway. Got a little bit of water in front of us, not that big of a deal, but what I usually catch is the limbs of the tree right there on my left-hand side. A lot of times you catch that and you land around the yellow tee or tee box, so it's like not even driving at all. Anyway, we'll give you a shot from the middle of the fairway here and better perspective of this hole. So another thing you want to watch out for on your drives here is the road off to your right. And then there's a mini golf course, and then there's a hotel. Lots of stuff to hit on the right-hand side, so don't hit it right. Here we go. I'm going to try not to hit it right. Oh, got the tree. Just talking about. Okay, here we are, middle of fairway, hole number 9. So looking on down the hill there, get a shot of the tee boxes where we started. It's right on the other side of that pond there, the white tees. And so we came all the way up the hill here, avoiding the right-hand side because there's a road, a bunch of houses, and a hotel. There's our 150 marker right in front of us, and there's our approach right up to the green. So looking at the green, the right-hand side has got some sand bunkers on the side of it. The left-hand side and the rear have a mounds behind the green, so you have kind of a bank there. So if you overshoot, you should just kind of get stuck on the bank. Yeah, right-hand side on this one's the one to avoid. Again, when we get up to the green, we'll give you a shot of that. It's pretty big. All the greens here are pretty good size. All right, here we are, hole number 9. We're at the green. Sand trap to the right. Me and Sis are both in there. Watch though, she's a master. She's got this. A little too much, but it stopped. So as you can see, it's a really big green. We got the high banks on the back, towards the rear and towards the left. So an aggressive shot, you're still not totally bummed trying to get back over towards the pin. Anyway, that's me, and I'm gonna try to get close. All right, everybody, thanks for watching Outdoor Destinations PNW. We're gonna end the video here just so we don't have a hour-long video. This is the first 9 holes at Stoneridge Golf Resort. Had a really good day out there. We're gonna give you the back 9 on part 2.